Hello everyone, it is Lucy here and I am back with another video. In today's video we are doing the interior of the house. Last week you saw the exterior of the stream build that I did, but this week you're seeing the interior. So what I like to do with my builds is I like to kind of plan out all of the floor plan first and then figure out where I want everything to go and where everything should fit. Unfortunately, like I said in my last video, I did have to put the master bedroom downstairs. But you can easily change that. You can put the master bedroom upstairs if you just kind of want to reconfigure things and kind of add on to the house, you can. There's a lot of land on this lot, so it would be kind of easy. It's a lot in Newcrest, so it would be kind of easy to kind of change it around and add stuff if you want to. But I'm not so good at roofs, so I kind of have a problem with doing roofs. So I just decided putting the master bedroom downstairs would be fine. It would be perfect. I think I did add a few things off of camera just because I put some infant things in this home, and so they need a high chair as well, which I didn't add that in. I just kind of put all of the regular table and like chairs around the table. So I had to add in a high chair off of camera, but you can easily do that. You can easily pop one in, or if you don't really like the infant aspect of the game, you can take all the infant stuff out of it. No worries, and just have it as a different family style home. So whatever you want to do, but I did want to put in this kind of L-shaped countertop, or U-shaped countertop, I guess, because I haven't really done that in my builds before. I wasn't even sure if I did this even correctly, but I kind of liked the way it turned out, and I ended up, like I said, I put in this kind of little area off to the side of the kitchen in order for me to put in a desk and some like a computer and some chairs, so that way the parent can work at the desk if they need to. I kind of had a feeling that this home would be a home to somebody that's very artistic, and so I decided to put the sketch pad in as well. I haven't really played too much with the sketch pad, and I've been doing a little bit of gameplay off of camera, and that's been a lot of fun to do that. And like I said, with the new expansion pack, I did add in the treehouse that's outside. The only thing that I have an issue with is that you can't get it in different variations of color. Also, when your parent is building it, you can't change the color of the exterior of the treehouse. So it just kind of makes me kind of sad, unless it's something that you have to unlock or something that you have to upgrade, and you can pick the exterior. But for as of right now, it just kind of looks like a little fort, and it doesn't really look like a tree house. So it would be kind of cool if they could make it kind of look like the doll houses in the game, or they could have like different colors, like shutters or whatever. But as of right now, I haven't really found that. Like I said, unless it's something you have to unlock if you become a really good handy sim. So it might be something like that, but I'm not really sure. I haven't really done too much gameplay on that. But like I said, I always like to kind of add in some like clutter items and things like that. I really like to have the houses look lived in. The only thing that it's lacking in the clutter items is I wish that the new sleeping bags would come so that you could have them all rolled up. That would be kind of cute to have as clutter items. I kind of popped in some suitcases too in the basement master bedroom, and I didn't realize that those are actually little dressers, so that's kind of interesting. So she has like 3 dressers in her master bedroom, but it's okay, it's all right, it will be fine. I just thought that that was kind of cool as like clutter items to kind of look like she went out on a trip and came back and just kind of threw her suitcases. And then also I was kind of raving about this new game table in the interior portion of the video, that you can now build puzzles with your Sims, and there's like different games too that you can play with Sims, and I think that's kind of fun. So I definitely wanted to add in that in this house because I wanted to play around with that, and I have played around with that on my off time, and it's just been so much fun to play with like other Sims and do puzzles. The child that I'm playing with and the mom, they really love doing puzzles together. It just gets their relationship up super great, and they each have like a positive emotion from it. So it's been really fun to play with that off of camera. And just the different puzzles, and they have like all different puzzles, and you can actually frame them and put them into rooms. And I've done that with a couple of the puzzles that they've built together, and it's just been super cool to have those just around the house, because I've actually done that in real life. I've built puzzles for my children, and we've framed them and we've put them in their rooms, and they love that. They think it's so much fun that their mom did a puzzle and she was really meticulous and doing it very carefully, and now they have a beautiful puzzle on their wall. So I just thought that was kind of cool that they added that into the game, because my kids are not at the age where they can actually really help me with the puzzles, but it's really cool that they added that into the Sims game. And here I'm just adding in some tables and chairs, and I thought that was kind of cool. I was originally going to put the living room over here, because I thought that the big picture window would be really great for a living room, but then I ended up adding in the kitchen table, so you can sit and eat your breakfast or eat your dinner, and you can stare out that big beautiful picture window in the front. And it ended up just working out really great, because this space isn't really huge for a living space, like a living area. So I put the living room over on the other side of the half wall, kind of by the stairs. And I actually like how all of the colors came out in this build. They all kind of go really well together, and it's just really vibrant and really colorful, which is what I was trying to aim for, because I am really trying to, like I've said before, trying to get out of my comfort zone and trying to create different things with the houses and stuff that I've been building. And I've been just having a lot of fun just creating houses in The Sims. And like I've said before, I have very limited time at night to do anything, so it's been fun to just kind of do some building and then finishing it up later when I do have some time. So, and then I thought I would add in this little table over here, so that way there we could put in possibly some, greenery or something on it, but I ended up putting a stack of puzzles in the end on it, because I figured, oh, okay, so their game table is close, and then they can have like their puzzles and stuff in the kitchen, like they've been kind of rummaging through some puzzles to build with, and I just thought that was kind of fun. I really liked it. So I love adding in these little puzzles, these little clutter items. It's been like I said, it's been a lot of fun, kind of figuring things out on my own of the game and the different gameplay aspects. Like I said, the new expansion pack is not really for builders, but it's really for gameplay, and that's really where my heart is gameplay. But I have been really loving just doing different builds and stuff like that. Just like family homes, just because I like to have options as well. And like if I want to put in some new family members or some new neighbors into Sims neighborhoods, it's just really cool, because sometimes I don't really like to use the ones that come with the game. Sometimes I like to just add my own neighbors into the neighborhood, and just adding in different builds that I've done has been just really quick and easy, because I don't know about you, but I don't really like the builds that come with the games. Like, they do a beautiful job, like, don't get me wrong, but there have been things that have been missing in the houses and stuff like that. And for me to go in and just try to fix it, it's like I might as well just do a whole new build. I don't know if any of you are like that, but I'm definitely like that, where I just kind of want to just create my own spin and create my own neighborhood. And like I've said, I really like playing in Newcrest, just because it is such a beautiful, like, blank slate neighborhood, and you can kind of build whatever you want. I haven't played around with the new neighborhood yet, but I kind of want to do that on my own, just because I think there's some cool things that you can do in that neighborhood. So I'll have to figure that out on my own. But adding in these little wall lights as well, which I love, that came with the Cottage Living pack. I really like adding those wall lights in. I don't know, they're sprinkled through all of my all of my homes. I really like to use those. And I like the new doors that came with the new expansion pack, and I really like the new windows and, the new siding and everything. I do like that couch as well. I put that in all my builds now. I really love that couch. And then just adding in some tables and just putting those around just to make it look like it's been lived in. This room is actually very cluttered, just because we have a lot of baby items in this room as well. And we have the living room is kind of, right in when you first walk into the house. So we had to put in some clutter. And I really liked all of like the arts and crafts clutter items that they have from the new expansion pack. That's been really fun to use. I do use the like unicorn, paper mache type looking craft item a lot, and I use the horse one as well. And I really enjoy all the clutter items that they've been, putting in. And then I really like these blankets with the pillows that came with the Cottage Living pack. It's just really fun to put in some like clutter items so it looks lived in. I mean, the house should look lived in, especially if it's like a family house where you have children. They're very messy and they're not very tidy. So adding in those clutter items is really good option as well, just to make it look more lived in. And I like that we have now more clutter items for kids and babies and things like that, like all of their toys and all of their things that they need. And I think also having that extra blankets and pillows, it's like I just think that they have like this camp out on the floor somewhere some nights because the kids are kind of afraid to sleep in their own rooms or something like that, which I've done before. We've had like a big camp out when my kids have been kind of scared if it's been rainy or thunderstorms or anything like that, they get nervous about. So having those items in as well is really good option too for you. And then just adding in this chair, which did kind of match, and it came with the Eco Lifestyle. I was looking at this build after I did it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I used a lot of packs in this build. I have to like start trying to just do builds based on, I think that's going to be a challenge of mine, where I'm just doing builds with just certain packs. I'm not actually sure how to go about doing that. I know you can kind of disable some packs if you want to, but I don't know if it will mess up your game if you already have saved games in there. I don't really know how that works, but it'd be kind of fun to just be like, all I'm going to do for this pack is base game and, this particular expansion pack, or, whatever. So that would be kind of fun. Although you can't really do much with some of the expansion packs because, like I said, they're more geared towards gameplay. And I think Seasons, though, I mean, that's a really good pack to use because they have a lot of build buy items, but it was also a really big gameplay pack as well because you had all the seasons that came with the game. So I don't know. I mean, that would be kind of an interesting one to do because, like I said, they have a lot of build buy items that you could choose from and that you could use, especially because it kind of came with like greenhouse type looking things where you can make a greenhouse out in the backyard. That would be kind of fun. I want to get back into that where I could put like a greenhouse in the backyard. I know with this particular build that I did, this one that we're working on right now, and I'm using it on my own, I kind of want to put in like a little house off to the side of the house so that I could, invite the grandmother to stay, and she could move in with them. But she is kind of loving her independence, and she's just, she's loving just being on her own, but she will come over from time to time. And it's kind of cute that you can pass off the infants to other adults as well, and they can hold them for you. It's kind of cute to see that interaction as well. But yeah, that's what I was thinking about, because this like land that we're on, they have a lot of land, so they could do a lot with this. And I think that would be kind of cute to have a little grandmother's house like off to the side. I think that would be kind of fun. So we'll see. There's so many possibilities with this build and so many options that I could do. So, but yeah, see, like I put in those little suitcases because I thought that they were backpacks, and I totally forgot that they are in part of the dressers. So yeah, you can get into those and plan your outfits if you want to, but they do look like little backpacks to me. So that's why I put them down there. And I thought that they were kind of cute options because I was getting sick of the clutter item backpacks. I wish with the update that they did with the base game with the infants, they would have put a little bit more options of the backpacks in there. I know that's a little, like, that's a lot to ask, but it would have been kind of cool because I know that they did that revamp of like all the towels and all the robes, like they put in new colors and stuff. So it would have been kind of fun to have a little bit more options on the backpacks, just because we've had those since base game, and like since the game first came out, I think we had those options, and I use those in all my builds. But there's, I don't know, 5 colors, and I think I've used every single color. So there's Sims that go to school together and they have the exact same backpack. It would just be kind of fun to have different options. So that's what I feel like they should have probably added as well, just because, you know, it's a new expansion pack, and, you know, it'd be kind of cool to have, you know, different backpack options and different color swatches there. But whatever, can't be, you know, beggars can't be choosers, you know, but it would have been kind of cool. So just putting in some like dinosaur type themed things up here in the boys' room, and then just putting in those new curtains that came with the expansion pack, which I rarely use because I think this is the first time that I've used them. So yeah. And then in the other side, on the other side of this, it was going to be the girls' room. So that was kind of fun to do. I really like the new beds. I really like the new bed swatches as well. Those are really fun and really interesting colors. I really like the new options that we have and new color swatches that we have for different items. So it'd be kind of cool to have the color wheel back that we had in The Sims 3, but I don't think we're ever going to get that. So that's unfortunate, but it would be kind of cool so we could kind of do different color swatches on different items so it all didn't look the same all the time. And you could kind of create your own scheme and your own color scheme in different rooms. So, but I don't think that's ever going to happen. So, but like I said, see all of these new arts and crafts items. We just scrolled past them, but I've been really enjoying putting them in rooms. And then I figured this would be kind of cute to put in here. Kind of looks like a little laundry basket, but you don't use it. I don't know about any of you guys. I used to put laundry facility, like laundry rooms in my houses, but I just can't anymore. It just gets too frustrating. They don't do the clothes right. They come out really dirty. They get a negative moodlet. It takes forever. It takes like a whole day to do laundry, just one load, and I just can't. I can't do it anymore. So I wish that they had better options for the laundry, like it didn't take so long, or it was quicker, or I don't know, that the actual laundry machines would work and clean your clothes. I think that that's ridiculous that sometimes they do and sometimes they don't, and then it gives your Sims a negative moodlet, which is really frustrating. So I don't even put that in anymore. I thought that was a cool thing that they added in the game, was the laundry pack, but I don't know, it's just getting really frustrating for me as a game player. It's really cute when you're building because you don't play with it, but once you start doing the gameplay, it's just really frustrating. So I didn't do that in this game, but in this build, but if you do download this build, you can easily pop that in and it would be fine. But for me, I just don't like doing that anymore, especially from a gameplay perspective. It's just not really fun for me anymore. So. All right, you guys, I think what I'll do is I'm going to end the talking portion right here. We're going to be going into the screenshots very shortly, so stay tuned for that. But like I said, my portion is ending here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today, and I will talk to you all very soon.